Hey guys, and welcome to my channel for the first time ever. I've always wanted to say like, welcome to my channel and have a YouTube. So I'm super excited to start my first video and take the leap into YouTube. For our first video, I figured we could just do like a Q&A style video just so you could get to know me a little bit more. Before we start, I think I want to try and do vlogs, coffee times, exploring, adventure. I'm not really sure yet, but we'll figure it out. I asked you guys on TikTok to ask me some questions for a Q&A. So I've got my trusty little llama notebook here with some questions that you guys asked me, so we can go through them. And then if you have any other questions, definitely ask me in the comments. I'd be happy to see what other questions we can get answered. But grab your coffee, strap in, and let's go. The first question someone asked is, who are you and what do you enjoy? So I'm Emma. I don't really share a lot about my personal life on TikTok, but I'm Emma. I'm 23 years old. A lot of people think, I don't know why, but a lot of people think that I'm 35, and then someone asked if I was 15. So I'm not really sure how old I look, but I am 23 and I'll be 24 in October. I live in Charlotte, North Carolina. We actually just recently, I don't know, I guess 6 months ago, we just moved here. I'm still acclimating to the city. I work from home, so I don't really go out much. So yeah, I'm still kind of acclimating to living here in Charlotte. What else? We'll take a coffee break because I don't know what else about me. Oh, I went to James Madison University. I graduated in May of 2020 with my degree in health sciences, public health education. And I chose public health education because of family influences and just things that I've gone through in my life. I really wanted to make an impact and help other people make healthy lifestyles and have accessible care. That's the big thing that I kind of went into it, is so we can make sure that everybody has access to healthcare. So yeah, that's a little bit about me. I do have a boyfriend. I have a boyfriend, Nick. We live together in Charlotte. Yeah, and we love to eat, go to the gym. I think that sums up all about me. So we'll move on. What is my favorite coffee? So that is a great question, and one of my favorite questions. So my first coffee ever, we'll start there. My first coffee ever, I remember it vividly. So it was a Keurig brewed breakfast blend, the Green Mountain brand, breakfast blend coffee. So I like light roast. And then my mom put a fat-free hazelnut creamer in it by Coffee Mate. And I drank that for 3 years straight. I drank that all through college. And then my first freshman year of, I drank it through high school, and then my first freshman year of college is kind of when I got exposed to Starbucks and all those different coffees, because we had dining dollars and I could afford Starbucks and I wasn't paying. Oh, someone's calling me. It's a scam. I had access to try those new coffees. And so when I first got to college, my favorite coffee was an iced caramel macchiato with extra caramel drizzle. So it was super sugary, but I mean, it was delicious. But now I'd say my favorite coffee is probably something that I make homemade. My iced coffee, if you're familiar, is usually my favorite. I do iced coffee with some flavoring, and then I make a cold foam on top. That's really good. But then from Starbucks, right now, it always differs, and it's always different based on location. I think I like the brown sugar shaken espresso with oat milk right now the best. But as we transition into fall, I'm gonna start liking more of the chai and pumpkin spice. I literally already got my first Dunkin' pumpkin spice of the season. Everyone was like, it's too early. It is never too early for pumpkin spice. Number 3, do you have a husband? This is one of the most asked questions that I get. I do not have a husband. I have a boyfriend. We do live together, and we have been together for almost 3 years, but we're not married. We want to get our life set before we get married. I feel like marriage is so expensive, and quite honestly, I would rather buy a house and have a house to live in than spend the money on a wedding. I mean, weddings are cool and that would be fun, but I'd rather get my life established before I spend all this money on just a big party. I don't make a lot of money, so I really am not rushing to go and spend it on a wedding. I'd rather spend it on a down payment for a house or a really nice trip. So no, I'm not married. I have a boyfriend and we live together. We've lived together for about a year now. So I mean, we're in no rush to get married because it's a lot of money and we'd rather do other things together while we're still relatively young. Like, I want to see the world. I want to get a house if I'm able to. I don't know. Apparently the housing market is crazy. I'm not really up on that, but yeah, I think I'd rather just not rush into it and actually spend money on things. I mean, obviously a marriage would mean a lot, but like things that are a little bit more tangible, I guess. Like a trip. I feel like I'm like low-key in an interview and like just zooming through the questions. So let's just take a little break. How are you guys doing? I'm so excited to finally start a YouTube channel. Like, I used to sit in my bedroom in middle school and film like YouTube videos. You remember those? It was like the silent game or something. It's like the mouthing challenge and you had to put the headphones on. I made my little sister do that challenge with me. I never like recorded it. Well, I think I did record it, but I never actually edited it and put it on YouTube. But I don't know. It's just so fun that I finally get to like put something out there that's me. Really excited to start doing vlogs. If you have any other ideas that you'd like me to do or you'd like to try, for the first couple months, I'm really just gonna be like kind of experimental on here and figure out what I like, what you guys like, and what kind of suits us best, because I've never really made content like this before. So we'll just figure it out. But I'm really, if you can't tell, I'm really excited to be posting and finally like put myself out there on YouTube. Okay, number 4, what do you do for work? And do you work remote? So I have shared already that I do work remotely. I work full-time remote. I work from home from 2 little desktops. I don't really want to share too many specifics about my job just because I like to keep it separate. But I work for a nonprofit organization and I work on the information team, information delivery. I currently just, I guess, accepted a position where I'll be working in training, which I'm really excited about to like learn new things and develop my skills a lot further. Career-wise, I'm not really sure where I want to go. I really don't think that any 23-year-old really knows exactly what they want to do for the rest of their lives. I like being health. I'd love to do like health marketing. I think that would be amazing. I'm not really sure. So I definitely am like considering going back to grad school. I don't really know what for. I always thought I'd want to go and get my master's in public health and be an epidemiologist. But right now I'm just not set enough in the idea to spend the money to go to grad school. So I'm still working to fill it out or to figure it out. My job does have some avenues where I can like discover new things, and you know, if I want to go a different career path, I may be able to with the same organization. So that's really nice, but honestly, I have no idea. I don't know where I'll be in the next couple years or what I'll be doing, but I think that's fine. A lot of people have shared that really nobody knows what they're doing. So that's helpful that, you know, it makes me feel a little less behind, because I do feel a little behind that I don't know exactly where I want to go, but it helps that people share, you know, like nobody knows where they want to go. So yeah, that's kind of a long-winded answer. Sorry, I got like distracted, but yes, I work for a nonprofit organization in the information team. Number 5 is an easy one. It's what's your astrology sign? So I am a Libra. I was born October 15th. I'm really not like up to date on what all of that means, like what it means to be a Libra, or like, I don't know, like people are like sun rising, moon rising. I don't know what that means, but I'm a Libra. So Nick's also a Libra, which I heard means that we're incompatible incompatible, but I don't know. I'm not really like a super firm believer of the astrology, but I think it's cool if you are. So this one made me laugh. They said, did you play sports? So I played sports when I was little. Like, you know, everyone does. I played like soccer, I think when I was like 5 years old. And then I got into like dance and cheerleading in like elementary school and middle school. But once I went to high school, I didn't play any sports. I did theater, I mean, which technically is a sport of its own. I mean, it kept us really busy. But I did theater in high school. I liked to be a part of a group. I really love theater. Like, I love shows and I love musical theater. So it's fun to be a part of it. I was like never a star. I'm not super talented at those things, but I just liked being a part of like something. So I did theater in high school, which isn't counted technically as a sport. I guess it's a club. So yeah, no. I didn't play sports. The next question somebody asked, why did you start TikTok? And that's a really good question. I started TikTok for a couple reasons. First off, I started consistently posting on TikTok when we moved to Charlotte. I work from home, like I said, and we were in a new city and I knew nobody. And so I was home alone pretty much all day because Nick goes to work, and I was just getting lonely. And I was like, you know what? I need to do something. So I had posted on TikTok in the past. So I had like 5,000 followers, and I was like, why don't I just like talk to them and get to know them? So I started posting videos every day, just like of me talking, making my coffee, doing my things that I do like every day. And it really like just picked up speed. And then I made this one video which went crazy viral, and I had 10,000 followers, and I jumped to 50,000, like it was insane. But I made a video of me making my coffee like I was doing every day, just talking about something silly that happened to me at the gym. And like, I guess people really related. People wanted to know what was going on. They liked the way that I shared the story. I don't really know, but it took off and literally hit 10 million views, which I literally could never even imagine that one of my videos would hit that. And it just went crazy, and people like really got invested in my story. It was like a story about the gym, and people got super invested. And so after that happened, like I was like, what? Like I was like, people actually care to see my content. Like, this is really fun. Like, I got to interact with a bunch of people. Like, I was replying to comments and replying to messages, and it was just fun. And so from there, I was having fun with it, and I was like, I'm gonna keep posting more. So I started posting more drink recipes. People really liked watching me make ice, which was so crazy. But it's really turned into something super fun that I love to do. And I mean, I hope you guys love to do. But I just started because to be honest, I was lonely. I didn't have anybody really to talk to. I could call my family for like 20 minutes, but that doesn't fill up a whole day. I work weird hours, so it was hard to get out for like a happy hour and like meet new people. And I'm pretty shy, so at the gym, I wasn't like really meeting many people either. So I just kind of took the leap and started posting in hopes of making some friends, in hopes of like getting to interact with people. So that's why I started posting on TikTok, and I'm really glad that I did, because honestly, the community that we've created has helped me mentally so much. Like I don't feel as alone, and it's so silly because it's like everyone is like, oh, it's just the internet, but like it has really helped me. So yeah, I'm really, really, really glad that I started TikTok. We've got another Nick question. Somebody asked, how did Nick and I meet? And I told the story once on TikTok before, but I'll tell it again. Nick and I met kind of online and also kind of through mutual friends. I was at a sorority at Gamma Phi, and he worked for the football team doing like film, like he filmed the football team. And some of my sorority sisters were his coworkers. And so, they posted pictures on Instagram together. And one day I asked like one of my friends, I was like, who is that? I was like, he's cute. Like, who is that? And they were like, oh, like it's Nick. Like, he's super nice. Like, you should like reach out to him. And I was like, okay. So I like messaged him on Instagram and he messaged me back, and then I kind of just like let it go. I was busy. And this was senior year of college. And then like I messaged him again, and then we kind of like started talking on Instagram, and then he added me on Snapchat, and then we talked that way. And then like we met up for pizza for like a date, I guess. And then we just kind of kept talking from there, and then we started dating. So yeah, we met through like mutual friends, but we also met through online. Like, I don't know if that makes sense, but I had seen him on campus a couple times too. I mean, we went to the same school, so I knew him from a bunch of places, but the first time we like actually started talking was through like Instagram DMs, because that was just the easiest way to do it. We've made it to our last question, and I still have a full cup of coffee, so I just need to... So I didn't put chocolate in my coffee. I don't know what that is. Last question is what is my 5-year plan? And I literally panicked when somebody asked me this in the comments. I was like, I have no idea what my 5-year plan is. What I want to focus on now is tomorrow. I get so caught up in future planning and trying to make sure that like I'll be stable. But I think it just makes me more anxious. like thinking so far ahead, like, because I don't know what I want to do in 5 years. I don't know where I want to be in 5 years, and that freaks me out a little bit. So I'm trying to focus just on tomorrow, because I don't even know what I want to do tomorrow. So I mean, I'll go to work, but yeah, so I don't really know what my 5-year plan in 5 years. I guess I can answer that. In 5 years, I've hoped that I have found a little bit more mental peace, a little bit more happiness. Oh, there goes my Apple Watch. Take a moment and start your mindfulness. No, thank you. In 5 years, I hope that I've been able to travel. I want to do a huge trip to Europe. I want to take it with my sister, my little sister. Well, my older sister can come too, but okay, besides the point. In 5 years, I'd hope to maybe buy some property, whether that be a condo, an apartment, a townhouse, a house, just a tiny piece of property. I hope to own something. In 5 years, I hope to be fulfilled in the career that I'm doing. It doesn't have to be a ton, but just a little. That would be nice. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm trying not to place too many bets and place too much on the future, because it stresses me out. I used to be the kind of person that wanted everything planned out. I like it to go my way. And when it doesn't go my way, I get a little upset. So I'm trying to back up and not really plan so much for the future, I guess. So yeah, that's my, that didn't answer your question, but that's my quote unquote 5-year plan. And if you guys do have any other questions, let me know and I'll try and answer them. Just let me know and I'll try to answer them. But this was really fun. Like, I enjoyed sitting down and just like talking with you guys and answering some of your questions. So I definitely, I don't know, I think I'm going to try and post. I don't know what I'm going to try and post. So if there's anything that you do want to see, let me know and I'd be happy to try it. I do want to try vlogging. I just am kind of an awkward vlogger in public. So I guess it'll just come with time and I'll get better at it. Let me know if there's anything that you want to see, because I really do have fun like sitting down and creating these videos. Yeah, I don't really know when I'll be back after this, but I do want to try and post more than like just one time ever. So I'll be back.